Hello, hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So we're going to continue on, trying to finish off these last Bastokan Nation Quests in the Wings of the Goddess era. For this particular quest, we have to go touch a mystery spot and then kill the 4 imps that surround the first teleporter. I actually thought I was going to have to AFK a bit before I started this recording, because I thought I was going to aggro the imp on the way in. Apparently, specifically for this quest, after you touch the mystery spot, that's when you kill all 4 imps. If you killed any of the imps before you touch the mystery spot, you have to wait for them all to be up and alive, and then kill all of them in order to spawn the super gargoyle that we're going to have to fight that I mentioned before. Gotta wait on these blasted teleporters, because the mystery spot's in the final teleporter room. Or it should be anyway. Yeah, it's right over there in the corner. Where am I trusted? Okay, there they are. Just gonna kill this demon, get it out of the way. So we should get a small cutscene here. Not another step, fiends. Volker? Nicholas, 5 moons. What happened here? Are you alright? They came on us too quickly. We weren't ready for them. An ambush? Yes, searching the wall we found a concealed passage. We thought only to see where it led. Before we knew it, we were fighting for our lives. It was all we could to fend them off and make it back here. I can only hope that the 3 of you fared better. As a matter of fact, a demon, you say? And it emerged from the captain's shadow? Yes, combined with the knowledge we gleaned from Zaid. It's clear enough, Captain Clara has been possessed. You believe so as well, Nicholas? Taking everything into consideration is the only logical conclusion. Possessed by a demon? How horrific! Well, this means that the only way to save her is to... Why? We meet again, old friend. So it was you all along. Pathetic as ever, I see. Worthless as your mortal life may be, to think you'd risk it for a mere woman. For a Hume. What have you done with her? Your voice trembles with rage. Excellent. Perhaps all is not lost for you yet. The woman shall be freed. She has long since outlived her usefulness to us. In return, I ask for but one thing. Join me, Zaid. Why do you waver? Open your eyes, Zaid. This is no place for you. These feeble mortals will never accept one possessed of your potential. Join the armies of darkness, and you will be hailed as a hero. Unfathomable power will be yours, beyond even that of the Shadow Lord himself. Power greater than the Shadow Lord? So that's your scheme. Hear me, fiend. Zaid is no longer the brutal killer you knew. All changed that day when Captain Clara reached out and took his hand. The Zaid before us is an honorable man, one who has struggled long and hard to redeem himself. He would sooner die than join the likes of you. Such confident words. How soon you forget that I hold the life of his savior in my hands. Now, if you'll excuse us, I believe Zaid and I were having a private conversation. Blast! Not again! Enough. I will join you. Zaid, no! A wise decision, old friend. Then come, there is someone who has long awaited to make your acquaintance. Zaid! Curse it all! Quickly, we must find him. Wait, Volker, we could chase him to the Shadow Lord's throne, but what good would that do us? If you hadn't noticed, our current position is hardly an advantageous one. No, before we go hunting after Zaid, we need a plan. A surefire way to secure the upper hand. But how? Why, his jewel, of course. It is the jewel that is the source of his power, that which allows him to pull the strings of mortal souls as if they were mere puppets. That much is clear from Zaid's tale. We destroy the jewel, and his threats to take Captain Clara's life are rendered hollow. Zaid will have no reason to obey him. I do not understand, Nicholas. Did the captain not destroy the jewel 6 years ago? A fragment of it buried itself in her boobs. Pay attention, 5 Moons. God! So I believed as well, 5 Moons. The clairvoyant still exists somewhere and in some form. That Captain Clara remains the demon's thrall is proof enough of this. Very well. We will find the demon and destroy his accursed gem once and for all. But where to search? The fiend said that he was taking Zaid to meet... No, it couldn't be. Yes, I fear our destination is most clear. The throne room of the Shadow Lord himself. So we meet again, friends. Pray tell me that I just misheard your destination. It's good to see you safe, Captain Allenberg. And I fear that you heard correctly. I see. Well, 'tis hardly my place to bar your way. Something else, though. An impassable door. We, too, attempted to enter a short while ago, but to no avail. Intel told us that we might find the key on one of them gargoyle sentries, but we ain't seen one of those creepy critters anywhere. Could my scout's report have been an error? I would not be so quick to discount the word of your men, Captain. 5 Moons and I discovered a passage connecting this chamber with the throne room. Perhaps our furtive gargoyle friend is lurking somewhere within. A passage leading to the throne room, you say? Indeed, we explored a bit ourselves until we were driven out by some demons who didn't appreciate us getting too close to their nest. At any rate, the issue at hand is thus: how to lure the gargoyle out without attracting the attention of his masters. Perhaps there is a way. Intelligent has it that gargoyles under the Shadow Lord's command often serve in a supervisory capacity over lesser fiends. If we were to dispatch the imps in the vicinity and cause a bit of a stir, like as not, our quarry would emerge to investigate the disturbance. My men and I would be honored to assist you. Thank you, Captain. Your support is most welcome. Very well. Calm wind. Musketeers, you heard Captain Allenberg. Let's make short work of these fluttering fiends. And that's how we're supposed to know to kill the imps. So now we gotta kill the imps, and then we have to go through all the teleporters again. And then fight and kill the gargoyle. And then stuff will happen. Yeah, stuff will happen. Yeah. I don't know what breaking this fort at least does, but we already heard it, so we might as well. Yeah, Zaid with a stun. Man, Zaid's got 3 cool names, man. His like Galka name is Zaid. His current Galka name by like Hume standards is Warcloud, and then he was actually Darksteel Hurricane. Badass. All 4 imps. Alright, let's go back to the mystery spot. I guess we should be able to see it on... Might be able to see it on? Oh no, I guess we gotta spawn it first. But I didn't see any more imps on the, on wide scan, so we should be good. We just gotta get back to that spot. I might... Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, I got the mic out of the way for most of that sneeze. I really do feel like it's a 50-50 split. Like, I start recording and I either start yawning immediately or I start sneezing intermittently. And it's so weird. The sneezes I have when I'm recording, they never happen in sequence. I just sneeze once really, really damn hard. Although I guess occasionally it happens once or twice throughout an entire recording. I envy my trusts. They're allowed to just run up an elevation that I can't. Alright, so guess we wanna buff up a little bit. This gargoyle's no joke. Of course, we can't spend too long buffing because I think the imps will respawn. And if the imps respawn, then like I think we have to re-kill them or something. Not too sure on that. Gargoyle Warden. Alright, it's actually going pretty smooth. Of course, back in the day, stuff like Distract didn't exist. And also back in the day when I did this with my friends in the 80 cap, it was like Neon Warrior, Ramses on Dark Knight. I think we had like a Samurai and a Thief, a White Mage, and like... I think the White Mage was our only mage. And none of us had accuracy food, if any sort. And accuracy calculations were different. Like, we beat it, but man, it felt a lot harder than this. That's for sure. But I don't mind it being easy. Also, I remember it being larger than that for some reason. Ah, well. All clear on your side, Calm Wind? Excellent. And the key? It would seem that the operation was a rousing success. We have our thanks, Captain. We could not have done it without your support. Think nothing of it. Time is of the essence, so you had best be on your way, no? So we shall. Farewell, friend, and go safely. I kind of like that the Mythril Musketeers ran into the frickin' Hydra Corps. Here, of all places, and are more or less treated as equals, it would seem. Although, obviously, I think the Hydra Corps has a way better job arrangement. I mean, like, Volker's a warrior, Nicholas is like some sort of black mage, I think, judging by what spells he casts. Oh, then again, I guess he could be a scholar. Yeah, I guess he's a scholar. I mean, he was able to cast a special version of a race on that imp earlier. Another white magic. 5 Moons is either a warrior or a dark knight, considering he uses scythe. Probably a dark knight, since his big childhood hero is Darksteel Hurricane, none other than Zaid. Oops. I probably should have... Move this guy. Probably should have done Spectral Jig. That's what I'm trying to say here. I always thought it would be cool to merit up here back in the day. But everybody else said, nah, it wouldn't be worth it. It's too hard to get to and everything's only VT. But, I don't know. I think it would have been fun. Also, let's look at that key item we got. Crafted from the same chill stone that forms the foreboding walls of the fortress itself, this key will grant its bearer passage to the deepest Dekish chambers of the Shadow Lord's stronghold. Okay. Into the throne room we go. Yet again. It's kind of funny that we're coming here so soon after what happened in the main Wings of the Gods missions. I don't think any of the other nation quests have you come here. And, it's just kind of funny, like, we were just here. We know that Lady Lilith is still around. Although I guess she could have retreated back into the Lock of Echoes. Although I don't know why she would. And, we're just like, la-di-da-di-da. Just gonna traipse in here with the Mythril Musketeers. Oh shit, the Shadow Lord is actually there. Huh. My lord, we have brought the mortal. Unbounded rage and thirst for power run deep in this one's veins. He will serve you most well, I assure you. Very well. It is power you seek, then power shall be yours. I grant it to you by my own hand. Unhand him! So, this is the Archfiend who commands the legions of shadow against us. You will kneel in the presence of royalty, sniveling worms! My lord, these mortals are as maggots squirming beneath the rubble. They are too wretched, too insignificant to even occupy the same space as your majesty. Leave them to me. Amon, they are your guests after all. The audience chamber is yours. You will extend to them our warmest hospitality. Or else. Pitiful creatures, I take my leave of you. There's no end to them. 5 moons and I'll home the enemy here. You must find the jewel. It's as good as done, right, Calm Wind? Well, well, come to destroy my lovely thrall stone, have we? You are persistent, I'll give you that much. But riddle me this. How does one go about destroying that which one cannot find? We'll find it, even if we have to tear every limb from your twisted body. Confident words from a maggot, but first allow me a demonstration. Zaid! Kill him. Zaid? Zaid! Do you think he can hear you, worm? Do you think he remembers your insignificant existence? He belongs to the Shadow Lord now. Wahaha! Fight, maggots! As comrades spill the blood of comrades, so will Shadow devour the realm. What? What is the meaning of this? Your soul was ours. I was yours once, but never again. When my captain found me, I vowed, never will I lose myself again. Curse you mortals, you will pay for your lack of vision. Watch out! Step aside, worm. Volker got his ass beat without even... God damn it, Volker. I want to like you so much, but you're basically fucking Lieutenant Worf from fucking Star Trek Next Generation. You failed me for the last time, Zayd. Your meaningless struggle for redemption in your life end here. On your guard, Calmwind. Alright. So, whip out our trust again. Because of course we're going to whip out our trust again. And I'm pretty sure it's mostly the same as before, except this time she's going to turn into Iman at some point. So there's going to be 2 health bars we got to go through, basically. Also, I guess I could have buffed outside if I was smart, but alas, alas. I did the opposite of what is good. And she's got 10 floor blades still, so I think we want to go Far Petrify. And probably Barstone. Although I think it's physical damage. So. Also, I'm pretty sure she's going to hit a lot harder than in the one where we fought her to protect the president. Also, I guess this explains how Zayd is so strong in the present when you fight him in Bastokan Nation missions. Fitting fate for you, maggots. You shall die by the blade of she you once served. Set, basically. That blind going. There's the Templar blade. Not a lot of damage, but that petrification's really bad news for us. And it's apparently a hate reset. Normal circle blade. How about damn? Ooh, is that a... Oh, that's the fucking Doom from the Sanctus Rosary that I'm supposed to be wearing, I think. God, useless mortal body. Okay, so... Ah, bullshit. The woman, what is she? Yeah, so look, explicit confirmation. That's how he makes his shadow images in the present in the Bastokan 9 Tac 2 mission. Sniveling coward, maggots! You think you've gotten the best of me? Okay, so get phase 2 here, and we're gonna want to back it up a bit and go in our macros into our equip sets. And every red mage set, just for this fight, we want to put the Sanctus Rosary in literally every single one of them. Just for the simple fact that he's got a TP move that inflicts doom, but it's blocked by the Sanctus Rosary. So that's a whole thing. Or it's gonna be a whole thing anyway. Come on. I'm not sure what our best path to victory is, but let's give it a go, shall we? Start off with a slow 2 here. Oh, he's completely immune to paralyze. That's not good for us. But he doesn't seem to be too durable. Pretty resilient to magic, though. Man, is he not going to use his special move that's supposed to do the doom or whatever? That was Mana Font. Hey look, our Zayd Trust defeated him. Ballin'. No, I could never fall to the likes of mortal maggots. Hear me well, maggots. You will pay for your insolence. Oh yes, will pay. Volker, are you alright? Aye, just a bit bruised is all. And the captain? She's free of the fiend spell. We've done it. To think that Amon's Thrall Stone was inside her all along, Zayd did well to destroy it. It was a miracle, I say. So you finally found the answer you sought, Zayd. Captain, can you hear me? Zayd? Captain! Even in my darkest hour, I knew you would find me. Thank the goddess you're safe. Captain. Thank you, my friends. I owe you everything. You need rest, Captain. Let us make for the Republic. You would truly forsake power unfathomable evil for the company of mortals. Then you are a fool, no better than they, and I do not suffer the company of fools. Begone from my sight. But know this, mortals, where there is light, so always will there be shadow. For so long as hatred and rage festers in the heart of Altana's children, ever will my power grow. Until we meet again, wretched creatures. Well, all in all, that really wasn't that bad. I always kind of, well, not always. I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe it's possible back in the day, the level cap increase really wasn't that much of a jump up in stats or in like stat differences on monsters and fights and stuff. Because you think about it, right? Like at level 75 cap, we fought a lot of stuff that was actually quite a bit higher in level than 75, right? Like every single Sky God is level 92-ish, 90 to 92. And then like Kieran's like level 95. All the Sea Jailers are like 85 to 90. Incredibly tough monsters that we merit on, for God's sakes, are like level 82, 83, or thereabouts. And then, I mean, like, some of the stuff, you know, even if its level isn't really that high, it has, like, ridiculously hard to deal with powers, like, you know, AoE Charm, or, you know, stuff you have to, like, really account for. Oh, man, gargoyles would be good money. Wow. Just, like, raw killing them, they'd be good money. Or decent money, anyway. There's probably way better ways to make money, but, like, wow, you know, it's pretty good money. Anyway, we gotta go back to Gentle Tiger now, so it's time to go back to the past yet again. And, well, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and use the Cavernous Bomb, because we can, and because, I mean, as convenient as using the home point warps and the book warps is to go back in time, it's not that far from one. We might get to listen to some Gustenberg S music, and I mean, I don't know. The Cavernous Maws, they really felt that, like, if you didn't have your retrace staff ready, or the retrace spell, or a scroll of instant retrace, you know, the Cavernous Maws were the only way to go back in time. So, I don't know, I just like, part of my nostalgia tripping is just me wanting to try to pretend that, you know, like, I'm doing an accurate cutout of what it was like, but it's not the same as it was. As it was. You know it's not the same as it was. As it was. You know it's not the same. Please be North Gustenberg music so we can have nice music. God damn it. Go figure, right? Go figure. I really truly wish that, like, I know the reason why they made campaign battle music overwrite the zone music was to alert you to the fact that there's a campaign battle going on, so you should go join it. Because, like, part of this whole expansion's, like, what this whole expansion revolved around was doing campaign battles day in and day out. And they wanted to notify you in every possible way. Like, you can look at it on the region map. You can, you know, experience it by just walking into the zone and hearing the music. But I really wish they would do a change. I wish they would change it so that the campaign battle music only started if you got allied tags. Like, because the zone music in Wings of the Gods is so fucking good. And you hardly ever get to hear it as this fucking campaign song. Also, I guess we should go back in our macros now. I'm not sure if the Sanctus Rosary matters anymore at all. If I can just throw it away now, or if I should save it. I'll probably just hold on to it because it literally only comes from those nation quests. So, like, you know, it's a pretty big deal, like, as far as, like, you know, you can't acquire it again, as far as I know. But I suppose it could be worse. Alright, Gentle Tiger, lay it on me one last time. Well, if it isn't Calm Wind making his triumphant return. I've already heard how you managed to save Captain Clara from the foul clutches of the darkness. Spectacularly done, Calm Wind. Zaid and the others, why, they're with the President, as you should be. He's returned from the fields especially for this occasion. My friends, I am pleased to see your safe return. Never would I have suspected that Captain Clara was possessed by one of those foul creatures. And yet, reflecting back on the past months, it explains much. In my ignorance, I thought it merely the travails of war that weighed on her mind, to think that she was waging an even fiercer battle all this time, a battle for her very soul. The knowledge that she may lose herself completely, that at any moment she might turn her blade against her beloved comrades, it must have been harrowing indeed. This I know. Clara is unfortunate indeed to have friends such as you. Were it not for your efforts, there is little doubt we would have lost her long ago. On behalf of the entire Republic, you have my gratitude. And yet our battle is far from over. The last report has just come in from the front lines. Thanks to the efforts of the Allied Infiltration Unit, we finally secured a direct line of attack against the enemy stronghold. The Allied forces will move against Castle Zaval with the full brunt of its strength. I will personally lead the Republican Army in support of this offensive. I would have you march with me. Under normal circumstances, you'd have earned yourself a rest for your efforts, but I'm afraid that this is a luxury we cannot afford. Mr. President, does this mean? By presidential decree, the Mythril Musketeers are hereby reinstated in full. Zaid, until such time as Captain Clara is fit to return to duty, I would have you serve as acting captain in her stead. Clearly, the bonds you share are strong, nay stronger than the metal from which you take your name. Let these bonds of friendship be your strength, and even the darkest shadow will prove no match for you. Ah shit, Bastokan Nation Quests really be saying, the power of friendship, motherfucker. Yes, sir. And you, Calm Wind. You hail from a distant realm, this I know. Despite this, you have made one sacrifice after the next in our Republic's name. It would be no exaggeration to say that without your unflagging efforts, Bastok would not stand as strong as it does today. As a token of my gratitude, I give you this. Oh look, a level 80 ring. Because we're supposed to be level 80. Because this is level 80 content. The Excelsis ring. Attack plus 8 enhances the effects of Drain and Aspire. Oh, so basically it's a ring for Dark Knight first and foremost, and then I guess Black Mage and Scholar make pretty good use out of it. Because they're the jobs that cast Drain and Aspire, so... Furthermore, from this day forward, you shall be a full-fledged member of the Mythril Musketeers. The Republic would have your strength for as long as it stands. 3 cheers for Mythril Musketeer Calm Wind! They tell me our guardsman, Gentle Tiger, has dubbed you the 6th Musketeer. I'll do him one better. I hereby bestow upon you the designation of Mythril Musketeer 0. A wayfarer from far-off lands you are, and yet serve our nation as loyally as any true Bastoker ever has. Never lose sight of your origins, for it is your unique background that allows you to serve us as no other can. Once a Mythril Musketeer, forever a Mythril Musketeer. The Republic is stronger for your presence, Calmwind. Promise us that it will always be so. Congratulations! 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 Neon Genesis Evangelion, shut the fuck up, Nicolaus. Simply incredible. Why, the 0 designation is an honor that's been granted to only the most illustrious musketeers in the history of our unit. I must confess to feeling a bit of jealousy, Calmwind. But just you wait, I'll fully expect to distinguish myself in the none-too-distant future. Calmwind, it has been, and always will be, an honor to fight by your side. How come Volker didn't say anything? And now we're gonna get like an ending cutscene, like we just finished Nation missions, or like a mission quest line. Because this is the end of the Bastok quests for Wings of the Goddess. Oh, look, every Mythril Musketeer and the President on Chocobo. For Altena! Where's my Chocobo? So it was that the Mythril Musketeers set off for the battlefield once more. A long and grueling battle lay ahead, this we knew, yet not one of us would, where was that, fail a step or fall a step behind or something? Even when engulfed in the darkest shadow, be steadfast of heart, and there will always be a ray of light to be found. Stay true to yourself and to your friends, and there's no battle that cannot be won, no shadow that cannot be quenched. Such were her words to us. Let us fight this battle together, my friend. With you at our side and bonds of friendship stronger than Mythril as our strength, there is no storm our Republic cannot weather. Together let us forge our future, a future as bright as the brightest dawn. Oh, now the campaign battle's over. Son of a bitch. Well. Alright, we gotta talk to General Tiger one more time, though. I think, anyway. Wait, where am I supposed to get that key item? Oh, we might have to do an extra step, but it'll be easy enough with teleportation at our beck and call. Mythril, Musketeer 0. Temperer of Mythril. You know, Mythril actually has a history in Final Fantasy. In the very first Final Fantasy, it was localized as silver, and so all the silver gear, you know, because Mythril is magic silver. It was the, strongest gear you could buy from stores in the first Final Fantasy. And the Mythril sword, or the silver sword from Elfheim, was tremendously powerful in the early game, all the way up until, like, the frickin' water shrine, almost. But more than that, in the very second Final Fantasy, in Final Fantasy II, you play as Firion, Maria, and Gus, or Guy, depending on your translation. And you join the Finn Rebellion, and they need Mythril in order to fight on even terms with the Empire of Palamecia. And so you have to go to a Mythril mine and find Mythril. And it's a whole plot point. It's a whole huge big plot point to get Mythril. Alright, so this guy is the guy we gotta talk to, apparently, about this. I was sure poring over these annals of history would be enough. Oh ho! Do my eyes deceive me, or are you a trust initiate? What are you doing? Well, there was the one gentlewoman who claims to have called forth an alter ego all by herself. Could you imagine what this means for our research? We may be on the verge of an incredible breakthrough. Rumors say that intimate knowledge of the person she was trying to summon was sufficient to complete the ritual. So here I am, researching, trying to replicate her success with a historical figure. But it's no good. Without the bonds, we just can't do it. The closest we come is to craft ciphers, magical parchments that concentrate energies from a third party into physical forms. But that's the rub. It still requires those bonds in the first place. But someday. Where are my manners? You didn't come here to hear a stuffy scholar's ramblings. And just look at you. Fascinating. Yes, your aura. I've done it again, haven't I? 1,000 pardons. I asked if you were part of the Trust Initiative, but you are so much more than that. Take this bundle of half-inscribed scrolls as a gift from the Institute. It's a cipher crafted from the very process I spoke of earlier. The emotions of separate individuals converted into magical energy. Extraordinary, wouldn't you agree? Calling forth an alter ego with the thoughts of a third party. It's all very experimental, so I make no promises to the efficiency of such a scroll. If all we can do to keep the energies from collapsing in on themselves. Unlike a traditional scroll, these ciphers cannot be recited by anyone with a passing level of literacy. They require the assistance of certain Institute staff located in major cities throughout Vana'diel. Still, I promise the journey will be worth it for you and for us. Bonds cannot be severed like a hot knife cutting through Sabina butter. The key is whether or not the strength of the bond's creators are enough to survive transcription. If there's someone who you feel a strong connection with, what can it hurt to ask them for their cooperation? You'll never know until you try. Whew! He sure did make me read. Okay, let's see. Is that a permanent key item? It is a permanent key item. These scrolls, supplied to you by Jamal of the Juno Institute of Magical Studies, are magical tableaus refer to as ciphers, and call upon the bonds of a third party to summon another being into this world. So more or less, with this key item, now when we talk to certain people, we will be able to get other trusts. And these trusts are basically the ones related to the Nation Quest completions of each Nation Quest from Wings of the Goddess. And as we have only completed the Bastokan ones, this particularly pertains to getting the Clara trust. We can get Clara as a trust. And she'll have Templar Blade. And that's about all I remember about her as a trust. We can also get the Ranimard trust, who is the Red Mage Corilla's father. He's a little weirder to get, but we can get him, I suppose. Although I don't think he really does anything of note that I care about. So these are just basically getting them to get them sort of things. Although Clara might be pretty good. Yeah, Clara is basically, she's like an upgraded version of Volker. She uses Berserk, Warcry, and Provoke, and she uses Fast Blade, Vorpal Blade, Savage Blade, and Templar Blade. Calm Wind, or should I say, Mythril Musketeer 0. You've come at the perfect time. Zaid has just returned from a foray on the northern front. He's run into a bit of trouble with our adversaries and is seeking information and directives from Captain Clara. But something tells me that's not the only reason. Want to hear what I think? Just between the two of us, there's a little magic in the air when those two are together. I don't know what she could see in him. I guess love really is blind. I hope they get together. Right? Captain Clara, welcome back. I trust you're keeping well. At ease. Don't worry about me. I'm safe as ever. Ah, calm wind. My heart and mind are ready to go, but I'd be lying if I said my body was fully willing to cooperate. Funny that you should come right as I was debriefing Zaid. I'd like to share with you what I told him. Thanks to the lot of you, I was able to come to my senses and regain control of my spirit. I'd like to share with you and future generations what I learned and felt while in the thrall of the Marquis. Demons are able to control people's hearts, this much you know. Have you ever wondered why? It's because they understand us so well. They take hold of the darkness within each of us and use it to slink into us and control our very bodies. However, you were able to save me because of one critical difference. Simply put, demons lack the capacity to love. That's the one thing that keeps us humans, and is essential to the fabric of our being. Captain Clara, hearing you speak of love soothes my heart. I imagine so, gentle tiger. I would never have realized what love really meant if I hadn't been possessed by Marquis Amon. Yes, a strong love, one that can overcome our differences. You speak the truth. Guarding the gate all this time has enabled you to interact with people of all different races and backgrounds. And you, Calm Wind, will surely come to the same conclusion if you see all the world has to offer. Or perhaps you already know the truth for yourself. I'd explain it to you, but it's difficult to put into words. Allow me to think for a moment about love and what it means to me. Swing. Captain Clara, there are two of her. Why so jumpy? But of course I'd be jumpy. I never thought such a thing possible, but for some reason it's not surprising in the least. Love can bring about miracles that ordinary men couldn't imagine. But when did Captain Clara become so prophetic? So Zaid, look, there's two Captain Claras. Something's wrong, right? It's impossible, right? You've reached a higher pinnacle than I would have thought possible, Clara. I'm glad I was here to witness your achievement. I too must do my best to equal her lofty heights. I wish I could put my finger on why the two of them have that special spark. Maybe it's not for me to understand. I'm just a guard, and so I'll remain for all my days. Okay, well, that was a little bit weird, I guess, but I guess trusts are a little bit weird anyway, so. We've got Clara as a trust now, yeah! And she does not try to skill chain. That's probably one of her weaknesses as a trust. She just immediately uses TP as soon as she gets it. Let's see, we can go get Ranimard. Have to talk to someone named Shanine, or Shanini, and Battalion Downs S at J/I7. Oh man. Guess I'm actually kind of tired. Yeah. It's a better night at the hotel tonight. I actually told someone for the first time that I was a manager, and then I promptly felt bad about telling them I was the manager because I shot down their request pretty much with zero remorse. It was a lady, and she was asking if we did pool passes because, I don't know, I guess the public pool is too hard to get to at this time of year. And I guess it's an indoor or something. But she started off with a kind of like a sob story. It was more or less her saying that she's like divorced and only gets visitation rights to her kids like once a month or something, and wanted to like rent out our pool for 4 hours, but like didn't have a lot of money. And it's just like, well, you know, I can't rent the pool out, like it's not in our contract, but you know, you could just get a room at a discounted rate. And I offered her the military rate regardless of the fact that, you know, she wasn't in the military, and that was going to be a $50 discount. But she said it was still too expensive. But she didn't really push the issue or anything. And, you know, it's just sort of like, sorry lady, I can't make this work for you. I am running a business. And then I felt bad afterwards. Pitter patter. Well, a big howdy wowdy to you. You mean my face doesn't ring a bell? Well, I'm Shanine, esteemed younger sister of a certain famous wandering scholar. Aruna Karina tataru me everything that I know, and trust me, it's a lot, so I decided to head off for greener pastures. And being a freelancer, well, it's not my Spataru of tea. You'll have to ask him about it. He might be Contentaru to sit on the sidelines, but not me. I'm a rebel, always in search of perfection. But don't mistake me for being cocky-wacky. I've been that way ever since I was little. Well, you're still little. But I make sure my travels can help him out. I'm always providing him with new ideas. My, just look at that sparkle-warkle about you. There's something about you that's positively shining-whining. What's this? A bundle of half-inscribed scrolls, is it? I know quite a bit about the world, but this thing sure makes my head spinny when. Ask after whom? Okay, Ranimard, I guess. Ranimard? Whew, boy. Story warriors my brother could tell you about him. Quite a pleasant Taru man with a lovely family, especially that daughter of his. Shame his wife passed away, because boy, she was something else. She had to hire a WoTG nurse for their child since, well, there's some things a man just can't do. And of course, the hired help requires more than just gratitude, so we got a couple of job ops on the side, including mercenary and detective work. Ooh-ah, what a tragic tale. Look, my eyes have just gone all puffy-wuffy. All this, and you'll never find a more pious man anywhere in the three nation nations. Where fate can't save him, Altana surely will. But the churches in San Dioria bear him no love. How sad. Hang on a minute. You've seen his swordsmanship first hour hand, haven't you? His prowess is undeniable, even by a skeptic like me. The nobles in San Dioria certainly agree, and sent their children to partake of his tutelage. Of all the comings and goings, he naturally heard more rumors than housewives at the bazaars during a sale. I spelled bazaars wrong, if it's a sale bazaar, but you know, whatever. If you ask me, there's nothing wrong with being a fountain of knowledge, but Maruna Karina worried about him endlessly, saying that he might know too much. My brother said it was his duty to protect Aru, his friend's daughter, should anything go awry. Raynamard has his troubles, just like any of us. But if he were by your side, you'd have naught to fear Weir. He's an understanding, generous man. I know he would be honored that you even thought to seek his help. Hoo-wah! Your bundle of half-inscribed scrolls. It's lit up brighter than a torch. Maybe I'm too clever for my own good and touched something I shouldn't have. I'll give it back to you before I do any more damage. Obtain cipher of Raynamard's alter ego. Okay, instead of just getting the trust like we did with Clara, we've actually got to take this cipher to Mr. Flaxen Meadows, bitch. Hello, hottie. Teleportation, please. Will not be defending you today. I don't think I'm gonna last much longer. Yo, dog, give me Raynamard. I sure did. You learn to trust Raynamard. Awesome. Cool beans. Alright then. So we can go back to doing Wings of the Goddess missions proper. And our next missions are all cutscenes until like 46 as far as I'm aware, so might as well step up and get a couple more cutscenes, because why not? So we gotta start by going to Lion Spring Tavern for some reason. I guess it's always our fallback spot, so that's where we met Lily Set and set her demise in motion, I guess, technically. Although I wonder what would have happened if we didn't ever meet her and we just like helped the war effort and like were completely unaware of Lilith's plans. I guess the story would be a lot more boring. We wouldn't have met Ragelease or Mayakov. with Portia, probably wouldn't have gotten dragged into nearly as much of the shit as we got dragged into. But I suppose you could say that about any story. Also, sorry for all the yawning. Uh-oh, it's depressed Kate Sid. Oh, the door doesn't even open? Come wind. Where have you been all this time? Without you around, I was wandering aimlessly like a stray kitten, a lost soul. Yeah. Oh. I was too slow, apparently. Damn, Kate Sid just killed me. It was a good run. We had a good run. Guess that's the end of the game. Ever since we lost Lilysat, I've traversed the land, observing the changes that have come to pass, bearing witness. Come with me, Comwind. There's something I need you to see. Show and tell. Look yonder. Un, deux, trois. I want to see those legs higher, touching the skies. Stop! For the love of the goddess, stop! What am I supposed to do with you? Must I remind you all of something so basic as the sweet tenets of Markov? The grace of a flight of swans. The vigor of 1,000 tigers. Growl! And last but certainly not least, the charm of he whom this dance troupe is named. Man, the butch girl's eating it up. Listen well. With the absence of Portia, the moon-saved butterfly, the three of you must step up to fill her throats. That's supposed to be shoes. The audience expect naught but the best from us, and I do not intend to disappoint. As you are now, however, you thoroughly besmirch our illustrious reputation. Forgive us, Mr. Myakov. We promise to give our very best. That inspirational monologue, I trust you heard. Were paying attention? The moonshade butterfly is supposed to be Lilysat, not Portia. The daughter, not the mother. It's as though the poor girl no longer exists, has been wiped from reality. There can be no doubt as to the cause of this, the reason why. It all started that day, when Lilysat was reduced to so many glowing memory orbs and devoured by Atomos, swallowed whole. Who goes there? Getting an eyeful of my girls, weren't you? Undressing them with your sinful mind? Don't even think to deny it. I think suffer trespassers, especially not during rehearsal. Gandalf! No, it's a misunderstanding. Look, Command here is on your side. A friend. You presumed to say that I, Alexei Mayakov, dancer extraordinaire, would befriend any cat off the street? Utterly absurd! So this despicable Gopper and his odious beastman accomplice the door. Meow? What did you call me? Guess we didn't fight back. Think twice before you throw your faces here again. Ow, ow, ow. I hate to say this, comrade, but even your existence is under threat, in jeopardy. The future looks grimmer than ever. Dark clouds gather. Look up to the sky if you would. Tilt back your head. The comet grows ever larger. Every second brings it nearer. It's only a matter of time before the fair future whence you came is consumed, forever lost. Then all that remains will be a reality of conflict and strife, a world enveloped in darkness. Together, you and Lilyseth formed the wings of the goddess. Hey look, it's at the expansion title! But now the champions of the dawn are incomplete, missing a piece. Poor Lilyseth. Is this truly the end? Checkmate? Will we all fade away into nothingness? The will of Athena along with us? The goddess's wish unfulfilled? We can't give up. I don't know why the goddess ain't just fixing it herself if it's her wish, but you know, whatever. You have the right of it, Calm Wind. So long as we still exist, we must cling to hope. Keep up the fight. Yeah. That the children of Athena have proven so resilient in the face of adversity delights me to no end. Impresses the whiskers off me. Now then, deep in the Northlands, the war rages on, the outcome yet undecided. I propose we head there and see how the struggle unfolds, reassess the situation. Even though only one champion of Dawn remains to Athena, there may yet be a way to set the world to rights, win back the future. Dum-ba-ba-bum. So now we gotta go to Zarkbard S and touch the rally point red. Alright, let's see if we can't get there. Oh wait, there's an after there. I think there's a tree site. There's also the imps that are true site too. But I want to listen to Snowdrift Waltz. Oh, that Taurus is also true sight. Okay. Just gotta get around it before it turns. Alley Point Red. Oh yeah. Just gonna wait a second. Love that music. Love it, I say. How goes the war effort, I wonder? Or rather, where has everyone disappeared to? Whither have they vanished? No, not the cutie elfin babes. The goddess have mercy. So much death, such devastation. Come and look. There are still survivors among the allied forces, those yet among the living. Those not fit to march shall remain here. The rest of you take up your arms and fall in. We go to bolster the ambuscade. Who are they? Attend. I am Lady Lilith, Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces of Vana'diel. Supreme Commander of what? Some splinter faction of the Beastmen Confederate? We know not who you are, but our forces are in the midst of battle. If you do not stand down, we shall strike you down as foemen. My dear, pitiful general, infirm and feeble, yet still seeking to cling to the reins with wasted hands. It's a wonder your rabble army hasn't already thrown you off its back. What did you say? So clouded have your eyes become, you couldn't recognize the truth even when it was thrust in front of you. You dare mock me to my face? I dare much more than you dream, General. You are an old man who has long outlived his youthfulness. This you proved when you spurned my father's sage counsel, instead choosing a path of certain destruction for your people. Prattle all you wish, woman. None present have ears to lend to this rot. Hear me well, good soldiers. Your faith in this man is ill-placed. Follow him if you would throw away your lives to no end. I am Vana'diel's chosen leader and custodian. From a distant future have I come to set the world on its rightful path. Recall to your minds the words of Rage Least B. Balamat the day you cast him out in disgrace. Your kind cannot hope to defeat the Shadow Lord. Your mortal flesh cannot possess such strength as would overcome darkness. You think to weaken our resolve with your venomous tongue? If it is your desire to survive the future of chaos that awaits, I counsel you to choose a stronger, wiser leader. I counsel you to follow me. Pledge unto me your undying loyalty, and I shall deliver you to a future of everlasting glory. He's getting smitten. Your name, young man. Who, me? None else, my dear. I have the honor of being Sir Henry Odd, a knight sworn to serve the kingdom of Sandioria. Tell me true, are you prepared to sacrifice all for your cause, even if your flesh becomes spent and your soul consumed? Will you fight on? That goes without saying. Even should I be the last man left standing, never shall I yield to the enemy. And I trust you shan't balk at bearing the yoke of immortality. Be still now. That's a good night. This power is surging from within. It's magnificent. Oh, but it was too much for him. And here I thought we had something. How truly disappointing. Henriod, why, you vile witch! What? I shall say it but once more. Pledge unto me your undying loyalty, and the gift and burden of immortality, the might to oppose the Shadow Lord, shall be yours. Know, though, that only those with body and mind forged with the strongest steel can house the power of the gods. Like he who once counted himself among you. No, this can't be. Sir Ragelease? Be this some sick jest? Ragelease, do my eyes deceive me? Let it be proclaimed to all corners of the world, to men and beastmen alike, Lady Lilith, Vana'diel's great leader and custodian, is come. Bearing the quenchless flames of Asgarth, I shall be the fiery beacon that illuminates the one true path. O mighty Atomos, fearsome distorter of time, we, the rightful heirs to the future, bid you grant us our inheritance. Forge for us a reality untainted by the malefic will of Altana, a world where man is a master of his own destiny. I am partial to the strong. Those who deem themselves worthy of a place in my dominion are most welcome to seek me out. Tell me, Larzos, why do I still sense the presence of that wretched feline and its companion? Beg pardons, milady, but the cat has proven quite elusive. They have been forced onto a precipice and are nigh depleted of options. It ought not prove difficult to anticipate their next move. Go forth and lie in wait, and crush them when next they're fool enough to show themselves. As milady commands. Our prospects are bleak beyond all reckoning, chin deep in mud. Lilith continues to gain ground in the struggle, gathers impetus. For a child of Altana to relinquish his soul to darkness is unthinkable, unimaginable. There must be some way for us to forestall Lilith's plan, foil her ambition. Think with me, Colbwit. Give up and live our days in peace. I'm afraid that won't avail us against the vast armies of the Shadow Lord. They make next to no difference. Give up and live our days out in peace? That our champion of the dawn would make such a suggestion is atrocious, beneath contempt. Okay, find and bring back Lily said. Find and bring back Lily said? Could such a thing be possible? Can it be done? I dare not raise my hopes. I was present, after all, when the Thomas made a meal of Lily said, bore witness to the tragedy. But if we were to take that and then use it like so, come Wind, you truly are a rare genius, unappreciated in your own time. Given the urgency of our plight, we've no choice but to take the issue straight to the source, the Chocobo's mouth. The avatar who presides over time, that is, Atomos. Come Wind, do you recall the first time you traveled to this world, your maiden voyage here? There was a place where your essence first brushed against the threshold of reality, the gateway to the past. I trust you've already figured out whither we must go, our next destination. We make for the cavernous Macom Wind, to retrieve Lilisette, rescue the girl. Okay. So... we just gotta go to any of the cavernous maws that are in the areas surrounding Juno, and it doesn't matter if they're in the past or in the present, so we can just warp ring on out of here. And I think if we take a survival guide, we can get right next to one. So that ought to be kind of ballin', maybe, sorta, maybe, kinda. We're gonna find out. Uptown squirrel, she been living in a white bread world. Alright, I think we want Durfland, Rollbear Field. I think this will take us right next to that there cavernous maw. Maybe. I wish I did. The vines covering the cavernous moss shudder violently. Yeah, I guess we get eaten by these cavernous moths every time we go back and forth between them, right? So maybe she is not dead. Well, here we are. Mind that you conduct yourself appropriately, Comwind. Acquit yourself well. O fearsome distorter of time, Atomos, we humbly beseech your succor, a bit of help. Unless the situation takes a turn for the better, the brighter future shall forever be lost, be given to the darkness. It is the divine will of Altana that this evil does not befall the world. Must avert in the goddess's name. Rest that one is bad. knows not the skies. Incomplete, the champions of dawn can ill uphold the will of Altana. We know that all too well, are painfully aware. That's why we've come here, to recover the goddess's lost wing. You deemed Liliset's existence dispensable, and so disposed of her memories, consumed them to the last orb. But we need those memories restored. We want Liliset back. We implore you, Atamos, return the poor girl to us. Show pity. The memories of the young girl, Atamos indeed consumed. So where is Liliset now? You must apprise us of her whereabouts. Reveal her location. All memories deemed dispensable are deposited here. The Walk of Echoes. Then here is where we should look. Conduct the search. Given the walk's vastness, this may prove to be a time-consuming task. Take a considerable while. Found you at long last. Spite Wardens! Watch out! Take cover! Dude, did we just get karate kicked by a fucking cat? Bah! Homewind, you must track down Liliset's memories. Find them all! It's the only way to preserve the future. Stay the encroaching darkness. Well, it's like the, what, third time we've fallen into the vermilion goo? Hey, that looks promising. Okay, so they're drifting off? The memories of the girl have been scattered. Upon them, the pure white feathers born. Go forth, faithful child of Aldana. Find that which you seek. Infinite paths converge upon a single reality. None can decide the future. No man, no God. Farewell, champion of the dawn. When the Harbinger cometh, the champions of the dawn shall descend. with wings divine, in radiance blessed, the eternal night is end. Dear of the goddess Kate Sin, in this child you have found a worthy champion. Honestly, I don't even know if the way I did the voice is gonna pick up well. Whatever. Half of this Let's Play is just me experimenting with trying to do different voices. I have this wild fantasy that some voice acting talent scout will just be like, oh yeah, this guy could do voices for some fucking car commercial cartoon or some shit. And then I get swept away to Studio 865 and make royalties off a commercial for like a year and a half. Aww, yeah. Anyway, though, the next mission's called Her Memories. Fragments of Lilyset's memories lie scattered across the land. In retracing the footsteps of her past, the way may be revealed to you. So basically, we gotta go and do a bunch of quests, more or less, that are specifically related to this mission, in order to get large memory fragments, and there's like 6 or 7 quests, and we don't got time for them all right now. We gotta get 4 large memory fragments for this next quest, and we'll do that next time. So, thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day, and I'll see you again.